The police state ends with me. We've made it one more day. Now, before I get started today, I think I've said this before, but this topic is so serious and it can be, definitely depressing at times. So I've got to try to keep my sense of humor. So today we're going to start off with a little bit of cornball humor. Does everybody know the Motown group, The Temptations? If you don't, look them up. I mean, you've got the songs like My Girl, written by Smokey Robinson, and Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and Just My Imagination, and Papa Was a Rolling Stone, and many, many other great songs. Anyway, the Motown group, The Temptations, they had many members over the years, but which group member of The Temptations is every dog's favorite member? I'll give you a minute. That's long enough. Every dog's favorite member of The Temptations is David Ruffin. Get it? Ruff. Yeah, Ruff. Ruffin? Yeah, get it? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I told you it was cornball, so. All right, today's topic, evidence forgery in hundreds of court cases in Oklahoma. Let me point you to a news article about evidence forgery in Oklahoma. I'll pop it up on the screen and I'll put it down in the description as well, so you can just click on it. It is awful to know that this happened in hundreds of cases in Oklahoma, resulting in many innocent people serving decades in prison, and even included death penalty cases as well. Let's also focus on how this employee of the Oklahoma City Police Department that did this forging of evidence was never charged. Get that? Never charged, even though the so-called authorities knew for certain that evidence was forged and many innocent people suffered for it, were convicted of crimes they didn't commit, sent to prison, even in death penalty cases, and this person was never charged. This really flips who the aggressive and psychopathic criminals are. It makes the authorities the criminals. Okay, and I take that seriously when I say that. If you commit a crime and then the authorities say, well, we're going to let you get away with it because you're in authority, well, that's criminal. That is a criminal act. But as we've discussed in prior videos, that is how the system is set up. It is not broken. It is meant to squash the weak and to help the well-connected, powerful, and wealthy do whatever they want, and to make the rest of us all criminals, with 40,000 new state and federal laws per year added to the books to make everyone a criminal by making everything illegal, then the police just picking which person they want to send to jail, giving the police discretion in who they arrest, the district attorney's discretion in who they charge, and the judges an entire system full and unchecked power. They can do whatever they want. It is quite the criminal for-profit racket. Well, at least in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, you should think about your locality as well. If you look, just do a little bit of research, you're liable to find it's no different where you are. As a comparison of this story that I've sent you to, the Bartlesville police committed perjury to tear my house apart, and now many months later are still lying by holding me out to be a criminal and stealing thousands of dollars of my property and threatening me with years in prison with something I had nothing to do with, on the word of liars that I filed an official harassment charge on in the past. But we now know it was all contrived just to search for drugs at my house that never existed, based off an illegal, malicious privacy violation from a doctor's visit on the Jane Phillips Medical Center campus. And the Bartlesville police needed to steal the security camera videos I got of them trespassing and stealing from me, as we've discussed in prior videos. So one thing I'm noticing on this channel, I'm going to break in just for a second, is that I'm getting a lot of views in the beginning videos and the summary video, and a couple of the other ones, especially the Washington County DA using public funds for personal use. But I'm not getting a lot of views in the details videos. So some of the things I'm saying you're going to not get because they're in the detail videos. So if you're watching this, I'd really ask you to take the time and go back and watch those detail videos so you'll understand what I'm getting at in this and future videos. Okay, back to topic. The Barnesville police must be investigated from the outside. I'm not the first person they've done this way. They can't go on having all power and no consequences. They are acting as a roaming gang in this small town and destroying lives and breaching civil rights and stealing property. What is next for them? I mean, that's what these videos about, is what left is there to do, at least to me, you know, to get personal, well, at least to me. I mean, they've called me a criminal, they've threatened me, they've made fun of me in front of my neighbors, they've told me off, they've stolen from me, they've torn my house apart, they've trespassed on my property, they've stolen property, they've done, what is left for them to do? That is why, as you may say, why are you saying that? Why I keep going to, gosh, there's just one, I mean, really, what is left for them to do besides kill me? I mean, in the United States of America, you're supposed to feel comfortable and safe in your own bed at night, in your home, that an armed group of gangs aren't going to beat your door down and shoot you and kill you. I don't feel that way. They're lying thieves, roaming gangs. And they can do it and get away with it. And all they've got to do is say, well, he was a bad guy, and, you know, he's difficult, and so we had to shoot him. That's what they're going to do, you know. So, you know, what's left for them to do? You have to wonder. But, regardless, the police state ends with me. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.